Hey guys, welcome back. Today I got kind of an exciting piece to show you from Todd Fischer Jr. He goes by TJ. And I think a lot of people are familiar with the Fischer makers. There's Todd Fischer is the dad, the father. And then he had two sons, Todd Jr. and Frank. And I think Frank is probably the most well-known, who actually makes my Grail knife. My ultimate Grail is a Frank Fischer Battle. But when a good buddy of mine, George, reached out to me and said, hey, I've got several TJ Customs that I would like to, are you interested in reviewing them? I said, absolutely. Send them on up. So he did, and this was one of them. So this is the TJ Fischer Cobra, and this is the prototype. I actually spent, a half an hour or so on the phone with TJ today, prior to filming this, talking to him about, just kind of getting some details of the other knives that George had sent. It's a launch, it's a Kamehameha. Those are full custom, full dress ones, which I'll do videos on here shortly. But this one, in talking with TJ, this is more of it's not a production knife, but he's going to be making 10 of these. He really was trying to get the price point down to an affordable level. And so there's limited options. What you see here is what you get. You can choose either the OD green or the Coyote tan, and that's it. Everything else is going to just be the way it is. And he currently has material to make 10 as of this afternoon when I was talking to him. One of them is already spoken for, and by the time we got off the phone, the second one was spoken for. So he is working on one right now for me, with some material that he's actually been working on for a little bit. So it should be done, he said, here in the next few days. So hopefully I will get that in about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And I'll probably talk George into letting me hang on to this one until mine comes in. So in talking to Todd, it was great timing because he's going to open up pre-orders today, tomorrow, Monday. Today's Saturday night, so this video will go up on Sunday morning. So in the description down below, I will have TJ's Instagram link and Facebook link. He doesn't have his website. He just does it all through Instagram and Facebook. And these are going to be $950. Okay. And let's just dive into the specs, show you the knife, and we'll kind of keep talking about it. So this is bigger than his other knives that TJ usually does. Frank does some bigger ones. This one is bigger than the launch and the Kamehameha. So it's 5 1/8 inch closed with an overall length of 9 1/8. The blade length, as I measure them, is from the edge of the scale to the tip of the blade is 4.02, and with an edge thickness of 3.91. This particular prototype one, he made two prototypes, one in the OD green and one in the Coyote, and then sold those off. These are in S90 steel. The final versions, I want to say the production, they're custom, they're handmade. It's a gray area, as TJ and I talked about this afternoon. In the final released knives, it's going to be 154 CM, so that you can actually sharpen them at home easily, because S90 is really difficult to sharpen at home. So the blade thickness is 0.16. This particular one weighs in at 7.1 ounces. I don't know if the blade steel is going to make a difference, I don't know. But this one is 7.1 ounces. Overall thickness is 0.60. So it has a milled titanium clip with hidden hardware, which is always nice. Hand contoured scales, so it's not just a slab. They are Nicely contoured scales. Both of them are contoured. Hand ground blade. And like I said, the OD green or coyote tan. So let's give it kind of a close up here. So this is a way, if it will focus here, to get into a Fischer made knife, handmade, at under $1,000 price range, which is a great deal. Their normal customs are much more than that and go up, right? So this is the, exactly what you're going to get: the stonewash blade, the super sharp grinding. They do a great sharpening job when they come. Super great action. It's on bearings. The flipper tab is really nice. It's got, it's very similar to his others. So it's the same exact, and here is the launch that I will do a full review on. But you're getting the same fit and finish and action as any of his other blades, just at a fraction of a price. So he is still the only one making them by hand at his shop. But he's not calling them a custom knife because he's making them before people order them. And in his mind, custom requires a customer. And so if you order it ahead of time from him, then it becomes a custom. And I said, well, if you're pre-ordering it and I'm ordering it now and then you're going to make it, does that not make it a custom? And his exact words were, yeah, it's 100 shades of gray. So for what it's worth, you can call it whatever you want. The fact of the matter is he is making them one by one by himself, and there you go. You can call it what you want. So let's give you a couple size comparisons here, because it is different size than Todd Jr.'s normal sizing. It's just bigger. It's a 4-inch blade. How about next to a Todd Beg Bodega? Almost exactly the same size and very similar in thickness. This one was actually a really good one to compare because this is 0.60 and this is 0.68. So it's very similar in overall size. So if you're familiar with the Bodega, you will be familiar with the size of this. How about a large Sabenza 21, which most people are also familiar with? Excuse whatever that lint is that's there. I just kind of wiped some stuff off. And then I will show you the launch next to this for a size comparison. And again, I will do a full video on this launch also, because this is a true super custom exotic materials and whatnot. And the light is really playing off of the Damascus blade on this one. But so the Cobra is just more a bigger knife than the Launch or the Kamehameha, which are almost a little on the small side for me, but you're getting the same exact action, lockup, pivot system, everything in this knife that is available for pre-order in the next couple of days. So if you're seeing this video on Sunday morning, the 11th, or the 12th, I'm sorry, today is Saturday the 11th. This video will go live on Sunday the 12th of April, in the middle of the coronavirus. I can't keep track of what day of the week it is, let alone what month or year, okay? So, but yeah, reach out to Todd, Instagram or Facebook, and let him know you saw my video and you're interested in a pre-order. And he doesn't know what the pre-order deposit's going to be. The knife is going to be $950 total. He is going to take a deposit in that $400 to $500 range as a deposit, and then the rest due when it's ready to ship. And he says it's going to be a 60-day or less guaranteed turnaround time for the 8 knives that are still available. So mine he's been working on already. It was kind of before this 10. So that's why mine and one other one that's already spoken for to somebody else should be ready in the next few days. So hopefully I'll get that here in a week or two, and then I can do kind of a comparison with this also, just to see if there are any nuances that are different. But from what I understand, what you see is what you're going to get. And TJ was just a fantastic guy to talk to, really down to earth, and I was a very pleasant, fun conversation. So thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested, reach out. I'm guessing that these are going to go fairly quickly because at this price point for a handmade Fischer, I couldn't pass it up when I got off the phone with him. So be that as it may, if you want one, you might want to reach out sooner than later. And there will be more. He's not going to just do 10. There will be more in the future, I understand. So if you miss out this time, you'll have another chance in the future. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.